I think we'll be okay because we have a shaded space. Yeah, it might be. Because we had that earlier. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. I guess they got done a few minutes early.
No, we don't have Verizon system.
We just had a couple come back from the salmon bank. That's the bus that do it. You're going to come back to town on this one lane.
Welcome to Juneau.
What happened?
You actually picked a really nice day to be here. We thought it was going to rain today. It looks like a nice day. A little breezy, but still pretty nice. What's nice about the breeze, it'll keep the bugs away. Well, Juneau is the third largest city in Alaska. It's also the capital of Alaska, but also the only capital in the American continent that doesn't have a road in or out of it. This road that we're on right here, it's Franklin Street down in front of us. The main road is behind us. It goes out about 6 miles behind us, and there's a sign out there that says end of road. Yeah. Now we're going to kind of go around town here and head out on the highway that's north of town. That road goes out about 42 miles now, and there's a sign out there that says other end. There's no roads in or out of Juneau. Everything that comes into Juneau has to come in by boat or by plane. So. And I told you we're the third largest city in Alaska. Anchorage is the largest, and they have a population of about 300,000. And then Fairbanks is the next largest. They have a population of about 80,000. And Juneau, of course, has a population of 32,000. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The road situation here, terrain or money?
So I was asked if the road situation, why we don't have a road out, is it terrain or money? It's a little bit of more terrain and politics. A road out is possible, but the terrain is somewhat rugged. So, and there's some areas in the proposed road that's going to go on up, just and there's Haynes there that has some avalanche chutes in it for snow slides, and so they have to address that. Definitely. Interesting getting through there. Now we have 4 ships in today, so if you imagine, 4 is about average for the season. You can imagine we can get as many as 7 ships a day.
Wow. What's the population in Juneau, did you say?
Population in Juneau, 32,000.
Heck, we have the population in the afternoon.
Yes. Yeah, we were going to have, I think, a total of 11,000 passengers in town today off the ships. Now we're going to make a left up here. Main part of Juneau, the old part of town, is in front of us here. We're going to do a left here. So you can see the Red Dog Saloon in front of us. It'll be on our right. Well, that's an interesting place to get a chance to stick your head into. There's a lot of memorabilia in there, including one of Wyatt Earp's pistols. Wyatt Earp came through here in 1900 on his way up to Nome. And when he came to town, he checked his pistol with the U.S. Marshal. And when he left town several days later, he didn't pick it up again. So it's behind the bar in the Red Dog Saloon. Now this building that's in front of us, will be on our right, is our City Hall. And this one I was growing up was our fire hall. You can see where the mural is here, is where the doors for the fire truck. Now when we go through this intersection up here, if you look up to the right about 4 blocks on the right-hand side, you'll see a brown stone building up there. You see it up there? That's Alaska's Capitol building. Now, it doesn't look like the Capitol building you find in most states. And the reason for that, it was actually built in 1929, 1930 as the territorial building. It housed the territorial legislature, the post office, the government offices, including the office of the governor.
That's a pretty fancy building in 1920.
It was actually turned over to Alaska in 1959 when it became a state. Now up here on the hill, can you see a white building with columns and a grayish roof? That's our governor's mansion. Our current governor is Sean Parnell. He was the lieutenant governor under Sarah Palin, if you've heard of her. When she stepped down after her run for vice president, he took over the office. Something interesting. You listen to their name, Sean Parnell, Sarah Palin. Well, they didn't have to change the monogram on the ballot.
Has he been re-elected since?
Yes, he has. He's serving his own first term at this time. Coming up on our right over here is Gold Creek. Juneau got its start as a gold rush town. In 1880, a couple of miners came here looking for gold. And they were actually led here by a Alaskan native by the name of Chief Callan. And they found gold in that creek up between the two mountains up there. Mount Roberts kind of behind us, and Mount Juneau to the right up in front of us. There's a valley that goes up in there. They found gold up in there. So Juneau was instantly a gold rush town. After things settled down a little bit, we wound up with 3 major mines in the Juneau area here. 2 on the Juneau side. The Alaska Juneau mine, which the ruins of the mill site is right above where your ship is moored. And 1 6 miles south of town, which was Alaska gas mine. And then there was one over across the channel by Douglas there, and that was Treadwell mine. And between the 3 of them, they operated from 1881 up until 1944 when the last one closed. Now with a population of 32,000, we have a number of schools. We have 5 grade schools, 2 high schools and 2 middle schools. Anybody follow basketball? You ever heard of Carlos Boozer? Plays for Chicago Bulls?
No, we have.
Yep, okay. Well, it doesn't matter that this is his high school. Coming up on our left over here is one of 6 boat harbors in the Juneau area. This is Aurora Harbor here. And this usually has a pretty good mixture of fishing boats and pleasure boats. And you can see our tide is mostly in. We have 2 tide cycles a day. We have 2 high tides and 2 low tides. The high tides can be as high as 20.2 feet. And the low tides can be as low as minus 4.8 feet. Good range in tide cycle. Today they're not going to be that big. I think the difference in tides today is only like, was 8 feet this morning, and they're going to be 10 feet this afternoon between the high and the low. Got some ducks off the right over here. I think they're on their way south. Now the body of water on our left over here is Gaston Channel, the same body of water your ship came up in this morning, all bars.
Yeah, what's the Delta? AO 7169.
Now this road that we're on right here is the only 4-lane in southeast Alaska. And it goes for about 11 miles. It's actually, we call it Egan Drive. It was named after the first governor of Alaska after we became a state. Okay, coming up on our left up here, but that's a granite, but that doesn't happen very often. And we get about 100 inches of snow rain, 100 inches of snow here at this level on average. Coming up in front of us is our airport area, which is just about 10 miles from downtown. And they only get about 0. When you hop off the bus, take a look at the number up here so you know which one it is. And you might want to look at my face so you know what I look like. My name is Bill. Bill's bus is 8260. This is a parking lot off to the left over here that I'll be in. But don't come down here. I'll bring the bus up to pick you folks up. So.